The quadrennium ended in June 2022, with the then administration giving a report of their stewardship during the aforementioned period. Subsequently, a new president, administrators, directors, and the conference executive committee members were selected. Immediately following, a 3-day strategic planning retreat was held in Runaway Bay St. Anne on Tuesday, July 12 to Thursday, July 14, 2022. The Central Jamaica Conference Executive Committee voted on 6 strategic objectives that fall under the theme Repositioning for More and the full slate of pastoral district assignments for the 2022-2026 quadrennium. These pastoral assignments saw 45 transfers and 8 pastors appointed as district pastors for the first time. Zachary Headley, Bagby, Joseph Francis, Bellersgate, Tyrone McKenzie, Crofts Hill, Haroun Guthrie, Spalding, Kevin Richards, Asia, Ivor O'Connor, Comfort Hall, Khalid Little, Birds Hill, and Clifton Welch, Chapelton. Whilst we welcomed new pastors, Pastors Lavelle Spence and Sean Hamilton accepted calls to serve in other parts of the vineyard, and we also said farewell to Pastor Jonathan Miller. The Seventh-day Adventist Church in White Shop, Clarendon, joyfully dedicated the completed church building to God on Sunday, August 21, 2022. We also experienced growth in our online subscription and viewership on our social media platforms. To date, we have a subscription of just under 22,000 on our CJC Online Church YouTube channel and over 5,400 on the CJC Prayer platform, 18,367 followers on Facebook, and 1,919 on Instagram. We participated in year-long IAD Centennial celebrations through the Footprints of Hope evangelistic series, the Gospel Caravan, Pastor Spinning, and the awards and recognition ceremony of 24 persons for their contribution to church and community development. Communities are being impacted weekly through our ministry of care and compassion. Since the start of the year, we have distributed over 2,100 care packages through the food pantry to those in need. Through the annual Week of Kindness, 3,500 food and care packages were distributed, 815 persons fed, 7 houses built and repaired, and 3,165 lives impacted. We also assist with welfare, health, education, and local community needs through the WHEEL initiative. Through WHEEL, we have disbursed over $10 million. We thank God for the stewardship of our members in realizing these goals and for the increase in tithes of 19.86% and the 34.06% increase in offering. The Health Ministry Department hosted the annual H.S. Walters Health Summit, which brought more awareness to Sydenham and the adjoining communities that the health center serves. The health center serves over 10,000 patients and provides a caring place, pre- and postnatal care, immunization, family medicine, dentistry, and ophthalmology. To equip the women with resources to go on God's mission, the Women's Ministries Department hosted its annual Day of Prayer and End It Now program at the Brayton Seventh-day Adventist Church, an online Freedom Week for the first time, and a grand women's convention at the Maypen Seventh-day Adventist Church on Sabbath, October 8, where former Women's Ministries Director Claudia Bailey was specially recognized. The Willowdean Group of Schools and Campbell's Castle Preparatory School are now back to full face-to-face operation, and they each saw an enrollment of 700 and 97 respectively. CSEC results reported were 12 ones, 52 twos, and 56 threes, while for City and Guilds, the first time entering, saw 57 entries, with 43 passing with either distinction, merit, or pass. An Education and Parle Symposium was held on August 13, 2022 to promote Adventist Christian education and increase awareness of the religious liberty of every individual. Meanwhile, the publishing ministry certified 18 literature evangelists following a 3-day training and development institute held at the Maypen Seventh-day Adventist Church. The youth participated in online Sencon Yucca held under the theme Positioned with a Purpose. and over 70 persons attended. They also partnered with the Ministry of Education and Youth through its Youth and Adolescents Policy Division to launch Youth Month on November 1, 2022, and as part of the celebrations, a booth was set up to showcase the Pathfinder program to high schoolers. Youth acted as officers and directors at the CJC headquarters on November 16, 2022, and worked in their assigned departments for a day, participating in mission activities. Three Bible Workers training sessions were held to prepare for the Christ for the Crisis evangelistic series. In addition to this, a 2-week revival series was held as we prepared for the month-long series from September 3 to October 1 with evangelist Everett Brown, president of the Jamaica Union.
A sinner cannot stray too far from God, that God cannot bring him back. My God is awesome.
The man of God delivered power-packed messages and hearts were turned to Christ. During the series, a health expo was also held and many persons were impacted. Week of Prayer and Lay Preachathon were the final evangelistic thrusts for the quarter of this collaborative effort of pastors, lay workers, literature evangelists, medical missionaries, Bible workers, youth, and children, along with other members, resulted in the baptism of over 1,912 precious souls. God is indeed doing an amazing work in the Central Jamaica Conference, and we are happy to be working in His cause. We are resolute in our pursuit to rescue men and women from the impact of sin. Through the power of the Holy Spirit, prayer, and continued total member involvement in mission, men and women in the communities we serve can find hope in Jesus as we reposition for more.